Locos forever.
Forever.
I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. All I do is dream about you, baby. All I do is dream about you. Remember when you loved me? I loved you, and then
Live on Chicano
you left me alone. You know I'd always come back home. We can't pretend that this is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight, it seems I'm tangled up in you. Tangled up in you.
Wednesday night.
I
Comments up
can't
right now. Give me a
seem
second.
to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. And I will save the sorrow for when we wake up.
That's right. Give me a one if you can hear me in the comment section. Give me a one. You can hear me loud and clear. All I need is a couple ones. Let's kick this off.
Tangled
Can
up
you hear me? 1, 2. Mic check.
tangled up in you.
All right, go ahead and give me a one in the comment section if you can see me. I mean, if you can hear me loud and clear. Before we kick anything off, cabrones, give me a couple ones. Can you hear me? All right, I just need a couple ones. Can anyone give me a one? Can they hear me? Can you hear me? 2 1 2 1. Pinche el Chapo. I just want to know before I kick off anything. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Just give me ones. Can you hear me? Anyone? Loud and clear? Are we broadcasting live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street? I appreciate everyone that's coming in the comment section right now. I just want to see. All right, I just want to see if you can hear me. Okay. All right, I just needed those ones. So let me pop the chat out right here, cabrones, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it. Gracias, all the day wonders. Gracias, everyone that's in the members only. You know who you are, the backbone of the community, man. Gracias, you guys. I highly appreciate your support from the bottom of mi corazón. And we'll talk about the pelea and all of that stuff. all of that. Chicano topics, the All Talk podcasters. Well, we'll touch a little bit on that. I guess it'll be some cheeseman tonight. All right, you can hear me? Okay, cabrones. All right, good. All right, give me a second. Hold on. I'll get the chat up right now. We'll get this chat up and going. Maybe even the phone lines, you know? Tony the Wizard says it the best. You got the balls, make the calls. You know, it's crazy. We live in a generation now that people would rather run to the internet and let you find out that way instead of just calling you and telling you directly. What kind of generation do we live in right now? That's what it's come down to. I got to find out on IG. We'll talk about it right now. Hold on. Gracias all the day wonders. Gracias everyone in the members only. Shout out to all the Chicano channels. You already know what it is. You're tuned in right here to Chicano Tube. And I don't take that lightly. Hey, representing the raza is some real responsibility. I'll tell you that. Or at least for those that proclaim that. You come on YouTube, you do what you want. A mí que me vale. You do what you want. Doesn't have to be positive. Doesn't have to be negative. Hopefully it's just you and you're keeping it real. All right. Where did I leave off, cabrones? And then, of course, shout out to all the Chicano channels. You already know who you are. Tony A. Shout out to Tony A. The Homie Hangout. On and on and on and on. And don't forget to subscribe over there to Run the Fade with Norbies. That's easily coming one of my new favorite canales. Oh, man, some of that stuff. Hey, Norbies, cabron, if you're listening to this, hey, don't forget to hit that like and hit that subscribe if you already subscribed. Oh, let me get the chat acá. All right. Norbies, see what you did, Norbies, on that one, cabron, is you found the button and now you're just going to run it. And you know what a lot of people don't like? Is a taste of their own medicine. No one likes that. We like to dish it, but we don't like to get it. And I'll tell you why. We're just wired a certain way. When it comes to the dudes, the vatos, we should be less talking and more pulling up. But anyways, all right, keep it pushing. Gracias, all the Chicano channels. I went last week. Shout out to the youngsters. I went last week to the youth center. But when I came back, the wife was like, oh, man, that was fast. What happened? Well, I went over there, and they had a new bus pull up. And when the guy that's I literally known since the 90s, ahí está, win-win dude, very respectable, nothing but a professional. Que me dice there's a little bit of tension. We got new intakes coming in. He told me like this. He goes, we know they all like to go to your class, and that's where we don't want it to crack off, is in your class. Enough said. I told him 2 words. Enough said, and I couldn't go in there. And then I emailed them, so let's see when they get back to me. Sometimes there's safety concerns. Those that know. And it's also those that know it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that there's a lot of teenagers que pasaron los años esos running up and down hallways con cuchillos. That's a damn shame. But on the other hand, you got to put them somewhere. What happened when they brought them down and they started putting them in the camp? That's where I went to, not the juvenile hall. This is the camp I went to. Is they started coming out with black eyes. They started coming out with black eyes. So you can't tell me that some kind of level system isn't needed. Some kind of level system is needed because some of these youngsters are real froggy. Anyways, let's keep it pushing, gente. All right. Gracias, everyone. Let's talk about the fight a little bit. But I did a whole, 50 minutes. I think it was like 50 minutes. I did a whole behind the scenes on Cloud 9 of a very successful event, 100% entertainment. And I hope it only gets more entertaining because that's the foundation of it. The foundation of it is one, entertainment, that someone, and who better than Raza? Even though some of these podcasters, all they do is hate on Raza. We'll get to them in a second. Very successful event. I mean, immediately I'm thinking down the road, I got to do a video and help the Raza on how to start companies and how to start businesses. That's the reason my parents, came across this Pinchy border, was the land of opportunity, and we ain't passing nothing up. So thank you for everyone that supported that. I know you're very entertained with that fight. Gente, I can't they tagged each other and rocked each other, and someone took a fall too. Do you want to see? I still got it up on the website. I'm sorry if I gave off some mixed signals. The website is permanent. The website is not going anywhere. The website's going to have a deep library of puras content creator peleas. And not all of them are going to be raza. No, not all of them, gente. Not all of them. With some of the individuals that I'm talking to that already want to push this platform that's starting on Chicano Street, right? As a matter of fact, stay tuned, because tonight, for the very first time, we're going to kick someone off of Chicano Street indefinitely. There's a podcaster, we're kicking them off, and once you're off, you ain't coming back. You know how we do it. Anyways, yeah, we're going to go to content creators, period. There's some in Arizona, New Mexico. Where? Come on, gente. There's literally, look at the YouTube statistics. There's literally tens of thousands of channels that are opening up all the time. And all I'm here to do is provide the platform to maximize your potential. Tap in. Hey, I don't know if your demographic wants to see you fight or not, but how about you just run a poll? You could run a poll on your channel. My bad, I'm missing all the comments. You could run a poll on your channel and see if people want to see you run the fade. You know, why don't we do these preliminary, analytics to see if it is a worth venture? That's right, Cultura Cafe's in the casa. You already know what it is, my boy. What did you think of the show, cabron? Keep it real. Look at the YouTube handle, that Cultura Cafe. If you didn't know, of course he's on the YouTube, yarda. Cultura Cafe. What do you think of the visuals, carnal? What do you think of them having birds, eagle, and panthers, and all of that? Every show is not going to be the same, gente. No, it's not going to be the same. I don't want to cookie cutter anything, because, well, my vision is to expand it. I haven't even started, right? We could do a whole rock show, concerts, and all that stuff. But anyways, let me know what you think, Cultura Cafe. Ron Garcia, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Red Flamin' just came through. You know, I remember when I seen that first time, the Damu Riders. That was the first, the Pinchi Damu Riders. No, my bad. That was crazy. They had the flags were all up and everything on the cover of that. I was like, damn, it goes down. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, gracias to everyone that supported the fight. Huge success. Just the beginning. Literally, we just scratched the surface on the beginning. I know a lot of people are in my DMs. They want to fight. We'll talk about a verbal fight announcement real soon. And we'll talk about maybe even, let's have conversations now, because pretty much every fighter that I'm in talks with knows that, if they're in the roster, if they're in the stable of fighters, then here it is. This is what we talk about on this platform. The event was highly successful, and it wasn't, I'm not even in a money sense. Money's money, right? We need money. No estoy menospreciando el pinche dinero. No. Hey, at least let me break even at least, right? No, just kidding. But it's highly successful to me because of everyone that was involved in it. That's why it's successful to me, man. When I'm standing right here, I have the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife next to me. I have veteran referee Isaac Castillo, who's refereed championship fights in La Casa. I have the best audio, visual, and lighting team money can buy. My name is going behind this, and there's no shortcuts being taken. So that's how I wanted to go back and see the first one. It can get better, and the shows are going to get different too, because everyone's personality is different. We could even put rappers over there. Come on, you guys. Keep it real. Who do you want to see perform at these shows? Bands? I know Band's agent, 707. Now, I'm not just saying that, only in NorCal. Well, no, not because only we're in NorCal. No one else has it more poppin', matter of fact, in NorCal than on Chicano Street. No, I'm not just saying that. We can get, how about Little Cuete? We can get Little Cuete. Man, shout out to Little Cuete. He was on Norby's channel. Was it on, was he? Did he call in, Norbies? Was that him that called in? Either that or, perdóname, I was smoking. Did he call in? He was rapping fast, right? I like him. He keeps it real. I'll tell you what, Little Cuete, he'll be at the show too because he knows how to pull up. He got nothing but pull up in him. And some of these other podcasters, they don't got that. One in particular, let's go ahead and get into some meat and potatoes. One in particular, the morning of the fight. Here we go. Grab your palomitas. You ready? If you don't have your popcorn, I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute to go and get your popcorn. Because there was one YouTuber who intentionally tried to sabotage the fight. We're going to talk about him right now. Got to put the logo out. Anyways, the morning of the fight, I get up. I just want to give a thank you to, the people that look out, right? I'm not on YouTube all the time watching videos. I'm a soccer dad. One of the highlights of my life is being on the sideline with my daughter cheering her on for soccer at the middle school because I went to that same middle school. I'm a husband. The businesses, the doors are there. They're just doors to me, I can get lost in each one of them and spend all my time there, but I try to balance myself out, so I don't see YouTube a lot. But good looking out to the people that send me some of these clips of some of these pinchy podcasters. There was one podcaster in particular that same morning of the fight, right, had something to say and had the fight all up in his dental. All up in that grill. And didn't have to have the fight. And in his own words, trip out on this. In his own words, right? Oh, those are those other vatos.
La R controlamos todo.
That's what it sounded like. As a matter of fact, he actually sounded the same age as this sound sample.
La R controlamos todo.
So, in my life experience, everything that I've become to be, I was already it before YouTube. YouTube didn't change a thing. Community events, outreach events, boxing events, volunteering, food bank drives, in the church, ministering, traveling up and down the state, churches everywhere. Being a minister also afforded me to conduct several ceremonies, right? Wedding ceremonies, all of that. I'm a pretty good judge of character. And there's one particular podcaster who, when I saw him, and the first time I heard of him was at the last boxing event with Cholo Trucker. I'm trying not to digress. Paul from LA Times. He told me we invited this guy. We invited that. I didn't mean to drag you in, Paul. I didn't drag you in because that was a great event. It was you and Joe Castro that headed it up. Man, shout out to you. Because from that event, birthed great relationships like Paul and Joe. Like my brother Cholo and Bean, etc., right? I digress. Let me get back to these multiple. This is what I think the diagnosis is. It's MPD, multiple personality disorders. One way on this and one way like that. That my event has to be in your mouth the morning of the event and that it has to sound like that. That's why you're always going to stay on the neighborhood watch or the neighborhood council. You know why? Because they'll scrutinize you way more as you get higher. And just look how much of a fucking clown this individual is. With my experience in life, this is the kind of individual I warn the youngsters about. Exactly like this individual. Youngsters, don't let them come to you and tell you that the gangs is low level, and then the very next day, they're inside a music video and everyone's flying flags. The youngsters know my words may not carry a lot of weight on YouTube. Who gives a shit? This is YouTube Landia, right? It's all entertainment. But the people that know me in real life, mi corazón. and how I help these youngsters. And this is exactly what I warned you about. What someone needs to do is grab this podcaster and take a graphic design of him on a fence, because this podcaster doesn't know if he wants to be a cool kid, the tough guy, or he's going to be the grown-up, not on this low level anymore. To me, it's plain and simple. My event, those vatos, who are you talking about? You talking about me or Cholo Trucker? Now, Cholo Trucker, dispensa, bro. Dispensa. I didn't mean to even mention you, Paul LA Times. I don't mean to drag you in, nothing. The names mentioned in this podcast are not represented by No Te Creas. But, so what do you got to say about Cholo Trucker? Who fought his first fight, grabbed that whole check, and donated it to kids of sexually abused children. What do you got to say about him? What do you got to say about me? Tell me. Because on Chicano Street, we know who belongs. Your opinion is nada. It's nada. So, this is the first individual that gets the patada off of Chicano Street. It'd be the same thing if I walked into a room y era lleno de coreanos. I don't look like them. I don't sound like them. I don't even know their language. And I'm telling them that I'm Korean. They'll look at me like, what kind of pendejo are you? So that's why you'll never relate to the raza. You can't. You said, okay, these guys that wear sombreros and these guys that play cornetas and that they're making fun of the raza and whoop-de-whoop and wop-de-wop. But that's your opinion. That's not the raza's opinion. This is the raza's channel. This is the raza's opinion. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the truth. The raza that's in the comment section right now, let me know if I'm telling you the truth. Gente, if we seen a gabacho, if we seen another dude wearing a charro outfit, and we're all kicking back, pisteando, drinking modelos, playing some Ramon Ayala or Chente or anything, what are we going to tell the dude that's walking down the street in that? We're going to laugh at it. We're going to be like, este güey a la chingada. We might even give the dude a beer. This guy don't represent raza at all. You trying to go after me and a newfound business knowing that I'm trying to help people create businesses? How does that make you look? Not that it matters. Anything that I'm saying, it don't matter. Sticks and stones will break my bones. YouTube will never hurt me. I get all that. But you know what? I was holding back because I'm like, you know what? This ain't the Guerra channel. How many times have you seen me title it Guerra, 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 or whatever kind of little clickbait shit? Never. Never. To that individual, officially kicked off Chicano Street. Why? Because I am the inventor, creator of Chicano Street. So that's it. Once you're kicked off, you're kicked off. And matter of fact, really, mi consejo para ti is don't straddle the fence no more. Just go. Do what you do. Either one way or another. Go all in, hasta el panteón or the pinta, or go the other way and try to school them down. But don't do both. And the last thing you want to do is talk about people like me and Cholo Trucker, the heart and soul of content creator series of fighting. I wonder what Cholo Trucker has to say. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. And I got countless claims that vato goes after raza again and again and again. His homie the other day, all of a sudden he wanted to turn on one of his homies, Compa Raider. What happened with Compa Raider being all the time right there? We're down, boom, we're doing videos and this and that, Compa Raider. He goes and sits with the gabacho dude, and then you got a problem with that? Come on. Come quick in a second to pull out the navaja and te la va a dar y te la va a meter. That doesn't show the whole character. That doesn't show the whole character. Check this out. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with the people. There's not too many individuals that have come through a life of adversity, really, real adversity. I mean, hard times, and a hard life that rarely get an opportunity. and a door open to them that they can step in. Sometimes the raza, I guess, you know what we need sometimes? It's just a little bit of spotlight, just a little bit of shine. But the last thing we need is someone else who is not raza anyways, but someone else saying, oh. Let's keep that pushing. Gente, let's keep it moving. The charges were dropped in Virgilio Aguilar Mendez's case. I got this clip 3-4 times. Gracias, you guys. I appreciate you. If you want to fuck with me on IG and send me over those clips, it's at Chicano Tube. I appreciate those DMs. Matter of fact, there's no one on IG that's reached out to me. They reach out to me for casas y por esto y por otro. There's not one single person that can say Mikey ain't reached back. And you don't think I'm busy? Now, the reason I do this is because, one, for the people, two, I know how the blessing of God works. I'd rather help you achieve the goal first before me. God will have me shining on the back end, period, every single time. No weapon formed against me, right? But anyways, if you want to connect with me on IG, gracias, gente. We're almost at 10K. We're almost at 10K from last June, the rebranding of the channel, to now hitting 10K. Man, God is good. Gracias from the bottom of mi corazón. We're going to keep pushing this thing with events, with lives. Oh, real quick, before I forget. Chingado, I almost forgot. Tomorrow, we're going to do the Chicano Hour. Tomorrow, Miss Chicano Tube is going to be in the building. Got a lot to say. We've been talking about things because husband and wife in la misma casa. Tomorrow, we're going to move up the Chicano Hour, scheduling differences, but we're not going to cut the show because we got a lot to talk about. You know, I easily wanted to talk about the fight this whole live too, but it's still up on the website because some of the people were commenting, hey, why don't you throw the pictures when they're throwing chingazos? Gente, they both got rocked. Both of these fighters got rocked multiple times. I got the photos. But imagine if I throw a photo like that on the internet, someone catching a chingazo, boom. What are the haters going to do with that photo? What are the haters going to do with that photo? That's right. The after party with Fum is in the casa. That's right, NorCal, salute. That's right, Spanx Contreras, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, that's on some grown man shit, man. You know, I one of my very first earliest videos, I think it was talking about old mentalities, man. I come from a place where they created the damn rules. We started this shit right here. When people try to tell me about politics and everything, you think I want to hear that? That's all I heard all my life. I've said it time and time again. Salinas is like the Los Angeles of Northern California. It all started right here. So, you know, sometimes they look at me like, you know, you see the glory, but you don't know the story. All right. So anyways, Virgilio, that's good news. The good news is didn't I say that on my video with Virgilio? Let me go ahead and recount the story one more time, okay? You have someone who shouldn't be in the country. Let's just keep it at that, right? Because he is that way. Who got confronted by the one time without probable cause. That was always my opinion. I played the video on a live, like, was it 3 weeks ago? 4 or 5 weeks ago? It started trending again, but I spoke about it during the holidays. So, no probable cause to detain him. You need probable cause to put the cuffs on him. No probable cause. What happened? One of the officers had a stroke. And then what happened? Aggravated assault, manslaughter. Aggravated manslaughter. But when they removed the charges now, one less problema to worry about. But that's not a clean walk away. It should be. I don't know, it should be. You let me know what other pinche president, 45, other than Donald J. Let me know what other, Obama, what is the other dude? Bush, 9/11 happened during Bush. You let me know that did more good that heard people's cases like on the ground level. You just had Alex Enamorado from the Justice 8. That's right, my boy. I appreciate that super chat right there. Gracias per Contreras. Amiga, God bless you. God bless the familia. I highly appreciate you. Gracias for that contribution. Gracias, amiga, from the bottom of my heart. You just heard Alex Enamorado put out an audio, and, well, not him, but his people put out an audio saying, Kim Kardashian, we need to make contacts on that high level. We're here just trying to navigate through Instagram and people that have hundreds and millions of followers, but, you know, a powerhouse celebrity can do the job. And guess how many times Kim K went to see Donald J? Kanye, Donald J. These are, his doors were open to the gente, not just gente that are raza, or not just any raza, right? Any razas, hasta gabachos, negros, everyone's door was open. Donald J. heard the cases. He acquitted more people. You know that's what they do at the end of the presidency term? They forgive, pardon. Ain't no one did it more than Donald J. Fact check me. They were in the White House all the time. Pinchy, AC/DC, Aerosmith, and all of the celebrities were there. Why? Because they felt his door was open. But what is the TV telling you about him? Bad man. You know what they just approved right now for this campaign for Joe Biden again, gente? You know what they just approved? He's going to have micro events. They're calling them he's going to have micro events only at libraries, diners, and I forgot one other establishment they said. Micro events. Is that fucking wild, man? Did you vote, though? I voted. Yes, I put in my Instagram stories to go out there and vote. If you don't vote, no te puedes quejar pa nada. No te quejes, you know. And politics are real interesting. I don't talk a lot of politics. It's funny because that pendejo I mentioned earlier, I agree with most of his politics. And you know what? Check this out. I'm still a professional at the end of the day. This might just be barking on the internet, but at the end of the day, no matter what, to achieve the common goal, I'm a professional. 100%. Por eso tengo todas esas licencias que tengo, colgando en las paredes, all that, because I'm a professional. So even if I don't agree or we bump heads, we can still push for the better of the gente. Anyways, let's keep it pushing. Let me see some of the comments. Gary Beanloke, oh, that's right. He said Beanloke keeps flexing. Trying to get Beanloke in the ring. Check it out. So I've spoken with Beanloke. I've spoken with A Prisoner's Awakening. Shout out to El. ¿Cómo estás, cabrón? If you're listening in, shout out to El. He doesn't watch a lot of YouTube like I don't. But good looking out to the gente that send us the clips. And some of these cabrones, they're big old panochas. You know what they do? They do the live, and then they put it in their members only. And I got to have one of their people in their members only look out for me and send me the clip. Anyways, I digressed. Lil Mafia Bill Clinton was off the hook. He was on the top of the pinchy White House. They were saying they got Bill Clinton on document. They got Bill Clinton White House parties that involve jacuzzis, hot tubs, cigars, y porquería y media. And that's why I think that Hillary, la esposa, lo mira con una rabia, but they're so high up, you know, public figures that they're always going to have camera, media, and paparazzi. That's the bad part of wanting to chase a clout. That's the bad part. You know, what if you're a hungry, thirsty clout chaser? God will give you what you want. Just so y te matas con eso. It's crazy what people will do nowadays. You see videos, people dying, haciendo videos to get attention. That was crazy. I made a video one time. It was in regards to a third. This is how I know this. That's what. If I did videos like that, I know you guys would be tapping in. A video got like 10,000 views right away. It was I said thirsty YouTuber makes a video about another podcaster's wife. He did. Who does that? I don't give a shit if you're coming from the premise of respectfully or not. Who does that? You don't do a whole video on another podcaster's wife. That's the same thing as bringing wives and family into it. Speaking of that, the pendejo I was talking about earlier, he did that first. That's how I know juvenile hall mentality. Anyways. And then that other pendejo, I think he had his channel already taken down. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's getting crazy on the YouTube yarda, man. Shout out to OG Triple OG. He's the founder, the creator. That other guy, he doesn't like that. Why? Because OG Triple OG, in my opinion, per the content that he's put out in public, no le cae. I'm going to leave it at that. Because there's so many videos circulating. You research for yourself. Y si quieres, si quieres. Y si no, no. Keep it moving. It's all palomitas. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia real quick, because we're coming up on 8 o'clock. This is a Chicano who lately concerned me and then like did a 180 back to normal, but is telling some stories that have very much bona fide truths in them. I didn't know what to think. This Chicano, shout out to Ryan Garcia. The first thing what I don't want to do is badmouth him at all, especially if something is involved, like, you know, the body, the mental, something like that. I respect that 100%, and I leave that private. I don't cross those lines. Those are boundaries I'm not going to cross. But when I see a young Chicano that's like not even mid-20s, he was going to be a billionaire, when I sense he doesn't have the right people around him, eso sí me like, man. Put the right people around you, man. You need mentors. You need someone that's going to guide you in the right direction and tell you about those traps and those pits and be looking out for your best interest. Like probably a father would to a son. Maybe that's why the dad might be the manager. I don't know. I can't confirm that. But is his mental health, is that a serious question or not? I used to say, my position has changed, that was a cop-out, an easy cop-out. But that was the macho in me. That was the macho in me diciendo, este güey no tiene huevos. O sea, we don't want to hear about quejas and complaints. Pull up or shut up or, you know. The macho Mexicano comes out, okay? That's just it. So I don't know. At first I used to say that. But now, lately, give me a second, you guys. I look at it and I'm like, did he really just expose some deep, dark truths? Because he said some shit that I'm not going to repeat on here, but it sounded like he's seen the biggest podcast ever that has ever been recorded, which is episode 911 of Alex Jones. That's the biggest podcast ever been recorded, ever. And Eddie Bravo, shout out to Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo had a podcast on SoundCloud. I used to listen to it back then, gente. Man, Alex from Street TV used to have a website, or he still has the website, but it was all blogs back then. All blogs. I'm talking about 2008, 2009. It was all blogs back then. And it was little MP3s and podcasts. That's right. Gracias por Contreras. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias for that super chat from the bottom of mi corazón. That's right. Machete's in the casa. Ryan Garcia's just playing with everyone's emotions, starting with his own. Bro, I don't know. This is, okay, but before a camp? Like 7 weeks before a fight is what the timing is. When I'm trying to wrap my head around the whole picture. Is this happening? Or is it happening to him? Like, who's in control of this thing that's happening in his life? Because he's posting every 10, 15 minutes, and it's something. Okay, so 2 or 3 videos ago, he's saying he's 100%. He got his phone back now, and now he's dropping videos. He dropped one signing a contract and another one. If other weird tweets or IG stories come out, then it has to be him doing it, or is it this cannot be a promotional thing. First off, second of all, because some of the haters, because sometimes I'll tell you who's going to win the fight and you don't want to hear it. Because el mexicano en ti and en mí, come on, ni modo que no soy, wants to say que gane el mexicano. But most of the time, if it was like Iron Mike Tyson versus anybody, it's going to be Iron Mike Tyson. I don't give a shit, si es raza or no. On that fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, I said he's going to get dismantled. Matter of fact, I think he's going to break his ribs because he goes bad. The sparring footage just got leaked with Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney. Look at how he manhandled manhandled Ryan Garcia's next opponent. Gervonta Tank Davis is an absolute monster. So some people, because I picked that, oh, he doesn't go with the raza. And the comments are wild, but I love them. Gente, drop a comment. It's the Wild West. I'm never going to try to censor them. Hey, do what you guys do in the comment section. You hate it, you love it, drop a comment, cabron. And if you're listening live on the replay, I appreciate you. You can do the same thing. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit the bell. And don't forget to hit the all. Shout out everyone in Salinas Valley Memorial, FedEx, UPS, In-N-Out, Home Depot, that I see you guys up and down all day. Or is the system shutting them up? Is there a system shutting them up? Or guess what? We've seen this all happen too much. Some of us have had videos dropped on us. They clipped them. The podcaster I was talking about earlier, he's had that. And in that respect, I got to give it to him. Yes, that was fabricated to make you look bad. Of course it was. Anyone can see with 2 cents in their head. Was it a smear campaign? It's crazy what's going on. I mean, was this happening for some time now? Because you don't drop the birth announcement of the baby, the divorce in 2 hours, and then the new girlfriend in a week. Or do you do that? See, I was thinking, man, the youngster, he's probably cut from that different cloth, man. Maybe he was raised around, mentors and the right individuals that can really school him down on what he needs to stay on that path, man, to make his parents proud and succeed in this pinchy country and do what he does and be proud of who he is the whole time. Or maybe he's just around a lot of yes men. Y el dinero te mata. El dinero te puede matar. Having dinero, all it's going to do is bring out what's already in you. It's not going to add anything. For example, Scarface, El Cubano. He said he was always having that mentality. Who's that van right there? It's been parked for 3 days. What do you mean I should ignore? 5 days it takes to run a cable? Nothing changes. But to other people, it turns them into absolute conchas. And they don't even know it. And they luego los mata. All right, let me go ahead and read some of the comments, man. My bad. We're all over the place tonight. Woo! What do we talk about, man? Chicano topics. The pull-up podcasters versus the all-talk podcasters. It's very clear. It's very clear. You could pull up. That might not solve the issue. No, it might not solve the issue. But guess what? We're going to leave at least with respect. We're going to put that back in place. That's what's on the line. Now, all of my fights are for profit. So, I don't do charity fights. I don't do nonprofit fights. Those are the boxing gyms. I'm sorry, I take that back, okay? We do like 4 to 6 a year. USA Boxing takes their cut. That pays for the referees. It's mandatory for being one of the sanctioned gyms. And there's only 3 sanctioned gyms in all of Salinas, right? I think Avila, and I think Team Villa are the only sanctioned gyms. Anyways, I don't even know how I got on that, but to anybody, if you want to pull up, just pull up, man. We don't even got to come over here to NorCal. We don't got to come to NorCal. We can go to SoCal. I'll go to Coach Eddie's in Montebello, Coach Juan's in Bell Gardens. Now, I'm not from LA, so I don't it's not like I don't know it like the back of my hand, cabrones. I know my region. I'm in the central. You know where Salinas is? Gente, they call us NorCal, but we're really not NorCal. Most of us had Central Coast blasted all over us. Central Coast. That's old school. We're like the equator of California. Like right in the middle. To us, Fresno is exactly east of Salinas. Fresno. But anyways, we could do it over there. I know a couple of coaches. I don't know if that's close to whoever, but if anyone wants to pull up, if not, just shut up, man. Ya ni hables. Don't try to... See, it gets serious when you're trying to take bacon off someone's table. But you know why it doesn't make sense to him? Probably because, one of his many bankruptcies that he's had. He doesn't know business 101. And you think I'm lying? Fact check that. All right, you guys, it's 8 o'clock, man. Real quick, though. What do I want to talk about that I wanted to mention? Man, there's always too much to mention, man. Little Mike. That's right, Little Mike. Let me go over to that laptop, cabron, where I got the photographers. He airdropped the photos. Man, I got you on that flica, man. I'm going to keep rolling out more flicas. Again, I'm not putting the flicas of the hardest chinga. Gente, there was they got rocked multiple times. I mean, this was a fight for the ages. There couldn't have been a better fight to start off the series of fighting. There couldn't have been. Now, to everyone else that's in my DM that wants to throw chingazos, everything is taken into consideration. And we do get back to me or an assistant. Get back to everybody. And we only want to put on entertaining shows. But at the end of the day, we're content creators. We're going state to state. We're doing business across state lines, across raza lines, too. Across raza lines. Matter of fact, you see the new belt right here? This is the new belt that I won. Shout out to all my boxing coaches. If you know boxing, this belt is from the Desert Showdown. If I had Coach Art in here, you remember the Desert Showdown they had in Indio? This was a tournament belt. You didn't have to run one fade. You had to at least run 2, maybe 3 to get a belt in your weight class. And this was the first time that I fought a Mexicano, this belt. 2016, and been fighting since, 6 años. This was the first time, not by nothing. It was just always a matchup, and let's run it. So to all the ones that are all talk, that's all you're going to do is talk. How could you even come on the internet and be like, you ain't going to do, you neither. Not one thing. So what? It's the internet. So what? It's YouTube. That's where it stays. But you know what? A highly successful event. Gracias to everyone that shared the page. Food community. Alex Street TV. We felt the love. We felt the apoyo. Tony A. Countless others and others that are just there on that business level that understand this obviously is a very marketable idea that's going to take off like a jet plane. That's why the show looks like how it looks. So go to the website. You can purchase that. The link is still up. It's past 8 o'clock. Let me just get through the comment sections. Droops 408, that's right. My boy, he says Buzz, that's right. Little Mike, gracias. Yeah, I'm going to get that flica to you. I know that was a bad backdrop, cabron. I had it right here on the last one. That night, the wifey's the one to give me an idea. She threw it up, and we had it right here in the studio. Man, I was on cloud 9, cabron. I was like, everything that happened, like, after the first picture, cabron, is when I started decompressing, way. You noticed it, huh? You noticed that everything I do 100%. I don't do 20%, 20, 20, 20, 20, and that equals 100. I don't divide myself that. I have, yo sé que Dios me da to give 100% to everything. My wife, my children. I have energy for work. I have energy for sports after work. I'm a soccer dad and basketball dad and all that other stuff, which those are my crowning achievements in life, you know. But I hired the baddest photographer right there, and as a close friend of my wife's, those photos came out badass. So I did a photo dump in the members only, gente. Also Little Mike, but obviously you got that flica coming. But just to let you know, the ones that aren't in public, they're not in public. The chingazo ones, when they're getting tagged hard, and I mean, gente, I mean, sitting down on that punch, bad intention, bomb, boom. Where the spit is flying or the blood is flying, those and the members only, cabrón. Because imagine what the haters are going to do with those photos. Screenshot. And then what are they going to do? Put a funny face, some graphics, and haters going to hate. But hey, all publicity is good publicity. You guys, I'm gone. Tomorrow the Chicano hour is coming. And so I got the beautiful, smoking, sexy wife that balances me out. Que ella me calma. Ella me calma. Si no, it'll be YouTube Yarda all night, man. Shout out to OG, Triple OG, who runs the YouTube Yarda. Shout out to Chemo's Flick. Shout out to EBK family. That's the Mesa right there. So shout out to all of them. If you didn't know what that is, it's all entertainment. It's puro pedo, man. Shout out to you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We'll be in the Chicano Hour studio, and we'll be back. Gracias, you guys. But remember the most important thing that we always say? What is it? in the end, all you got is the memories.